Top of the morning, family members. It's your cousin, Cutting P. Man, how y'all feeling out there, man? I pray all is well, man. You know, I'm sticking and moving like usual, man. They say don't nothing come to a sleeper but a dream. And I'm trying to turn that dream into a reality, man. So I'm out trying to get it and do what I got to do, man, to be successful. It's podcast 51. It's called Holding People Accountable for Their Actions. Holding people accountable for their actions. So I'm going to start this off by saying it's inevitable that you hold people accountable for their actions. It definitely is a true statement when they say when you allow things to happen, people grow accustomed to that, continue to do it, and lose respect for you. And so in that process of you not holding that person accountable, and they're constantly doing things they have no business doing, or crossing the line in certain situations, and you do nothing about it, they brain tell them it's okay to do it because you ain't gonna do nothing about it. There's no repercussions for their actions. It's sort of like disciplining a child. He or she continues to do certain things until you hold them accountable. And holding somebody accountable don't necessarily mean that you hate the person or you disagree with the person, unless that person has done bodily harm to you or caused some type of issues in your life that alter your life. But it's apparent that you hold individuals accountable for their actions, man. I can't stress it enough. People tend to get lackadaisical on what they did, and they walk around you nonchalant as if they haven't done nothing, and you allow that type of spirit to eat your energy from you and dissatisfaction, so you being drained by that mentality individuals have. And so instead of allowing that individual to drain you, you address it. And I tell everybody this, dear family, address your issues, man. And addressing issues is called giving people mercy. It's called giving people a grace period. Because when you address certain issues, that individual has to know that you dissatisfied about something, or you did something that I didn't appreciate, and I'm asking you never to do that again. And sometimes it works, and sometimes that don't in a conversation. And so the grace period is you talk about it, you allow it to marinate and see if change come. If they doing the same thing, you get a little bit more aggressive in your conversation. And these conversations, people should know that these are the grace periods. This is the grace period. Because when I react and snap, just know that you're going to be the cause and effect of your actions. And that's what people don't understand. It's a cause and effect from your actions. You got to be intelligent enough to understand when you wrong somebody and the effect that it have on somebody. You never know what the outcome gonna be, because they say that for every action there's an opposite but same reaction. Meaning that you're going to feel the same pain that person feel. It's coming. It's just a matter of time. But to prevent that, dear family out there, if you have wronged somebody and you walking nonchalantly or arrogantly around them, or knowing you didn't do what you're supposed to do in all situations, address it. That's the grace period for them. Before you snap, tear off of their ass, or whatever you choose to do. Because resentment kicks in, and resentment is real. I'm an individual that's still growing from things that I'm dissatisfied with, and I resent individuals because I've gave mercy to these people, and they don't want to hear, they don't want to be as consistent as I expect them to be. And at some point, you got to seal up the talking and put in the work. It's sort of like, damn, I want a brand new car. Seal up the talking. You done already created the idea of what you want. Now go to work to produce that car. Go to work to produce the home that you want to build from the ground up. You know, the thought or the talking is the platform. Now, since you have that platform, you got to go to work and build on it. You get what I'm saying? So, dear family, know that accountability is real in life, because everybody going to be held accountable. And we have to understand also the times in which we're living, man. It's very crucial that you understand the times. You can't just be going in this life not understanding the times and what's going on in the world. Bad food is killing people. What's the times? Why is this shit happening? Earthquakes happening. Weather, unusual weather happening. Things that concealed is now being revealed. You got to understand the times. So if you've been a liar, you're gonna be exposed. If you've been a good person, people will now see the manifestation of what you are, because God in the universe is calling for righteousness, is calling for being fair, is calling for all these things that symbolize being upright, being honest, being studious, being responsible. And so, as Trump being called out on his shit, because we know what he is. And this is why Scripture says in the last days, God will strip the garment and show the people shame. The garment is exposing who you really are. And this is why R. Kelly situations, and because we have no control over the media is knocking our black brother and our black sister in the media for the whole world to see like we the real predators, like we the real monsters of the universe. So when we go to other countries, other races despise us as black people in the hills of North America, because this is what the media puts out, knowing that the white man produced all this foolishness. He created it all. He has been the master. You walk in his name. What's your last name? Don't you know your last name is that devil's last name, because he had to identify who his devil was, because your family was on this plantation. So if you a Davis, a Culpeper, a Raleigh, a Williams, a Grayson, those are all plantations. And this is why Scripture says if you got the mark of the beast, you go down with the beast. Because you still in that same name, you still got that mentality. You have not yet grown into the knowledge of self. So you savage and living a beast life. And so you're going to be held accountable. You're going to be held accountable. So start teaching your children the truth. And don't put them in a slave name. Get them out of that. Get them out of that. and go back to original name like me. Abdullah means servant of God, servant of Allah. Look here, dear family. Accountability is real. You have to understand the times in which we're living, because when you're doing certain things, it's going to come back faster than normal. It's coming back. And so for me, I've ran into a wall that I feel that fire burning and holding individuals accountable. Because if I'm going to be good to you, and I'm going to be a soldier for you, and I'm going to be solid for you, and I'm going to provide, protect, and maintain and be that genuine friend to you, brother to you, cousin to you, son to you, father to you, and I be all these things to you, yet you don't want to be it for me, I'm going to hold you accountable. As you hold me accountable to be the representation of a father, the representation of a cousin, the representation of a friend, the representation of a nephew. You hold me accountable, so I'm going to hold you accountable. You believe it. And as far as I can see, everything in my path that ain't right, I'm going to talk to it first. And if you ain't willing to make that change and be what I am to you, because I'm always to people what they ain't to me, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. And I don't mean it in no threatening, derogatory way, but you're going to feel exactly what I feel, and I'm going to do what I got to do. So when you're dealing with your cousin P, make sure you come fair, make sure you come right, and make sure you come firm and strong. And reciprocate the love that you get. Because if you don't, I'm going to hold you accountable. I'm going to hold you accountable, dear family. So with that said, accountability is real. When you let people get away with certain things, they get accustomed to it, they don't respect you, and they continue to do it. Hold them accountable. Hold them accountable. And sometimes you got to call a ball and a strike, and you got to fight fire with fire. The same things they did to you, do to them 10 times worse. You got to assure them after your conversation that you mean business, that you serious. You get what I'm saying? All those things. You got to let them know that, dear family, because I'm going to let them know. I'm going to let them know. So from this day forward, man, y'all send this to every damn country if you can. We holding people accountable. You know why the police keep doing what they doing? Because we ain't, as a community, holding them accountable. They go home to their brothers, their mamas, their sisters. We want to march in the street. That ain't holding people accountable. That's some more wisdom I'm going to give. We got to hold people accountable in 2019. Because I guarantee you, I'm holding you accountable. If you've done me wrong, or you're not reciprocating the love, get from among me, get away from me, don't deal with me, and we're going to be all right. Because I'm going to make a way for myself. I'm going to produce. I'm a producer. I'm very productive, and I handles my business. I'm a friend that you want on your team, to be frank, honest with you. So do by me as you want done to you. And when you got me as a friend on your team, you know I'm going to have you in the best interest, because you can't take life for granted. You need a support system in place in case you fall. You could call on somebody that you know that'll be there. Because people confess with their tongues, but their hearts are far removed. They ain't keeping it real. So, dear family, put your support system in place. Hold people accountable for their actions. And you may live life more peacefully, because when you're holding people accountable, you're going to get people away from you that don't bring you peace or don't even deserve your love. You get what I'm saying? And you're going to clear out all the riffraffs. Call them on their shit. And if that don't want to work for them and they doing the same thing, do to them what they done to you. Now, I'm not advocating violence. But if the shoe fit wear, if that's what they done, it's an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. I'm going to get your back. But I come in peace. And the peace is the great spirit of having conversations and talks and hoping that you understand and be very intellectual and understanding and intelligent on what I give you. Because I mean what I say. You got to goddamn it mean what you say. Because some people don't respect what you say. They only respect your actions. I'm going to say that again. Some people don't respect what you say. They respect your actions. And so I'm showing nothing but actions. And I'm a very strategic, smooth dude, man. I line everything up for you. While you thinking it's cool, I'm lining it up for you. I'm a critical thinker. I'm a soldier. I've been in training for too many years. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. And I know how to do it. So it's just a matter of time. So to those out there, reach out to those individuals and reconcile your differences, man. If you know that you done somebody wrong before they call you on your shit, call them. Look here, man. It's okay to apologize. It's okay to say I'm wrong. It feels good to the individual when you acknowledge your failures and